Hi guys, this is the instructional video if you've chosen to do a children's story in your timed writing piece. I'd like to start by emphasising that you be on time. If you arrive late to these blocks, that means you're going to have less time to complete the work. If you have a look at the practice topics, there are 15 examples of what you might be writing about in the timed writing block. I want to let you know that during the official practice and the official final block, you will have a choice of 3 topics to write on, but they are not on this list. These are just examples to make you feel prepared beforehand. After you've decided which topic you're going to write about, you need to open a word processor like Word or Pages. There are 4 things you need to write at the top of the page. These are your SACE number, your full name, the format you're writing, which is children's story, and the topic you've chosen to write about. One of the biggest challenges with writing a children's story in a single block is reaching your word count. It's an 800 word piece, which means 720 to 880 words total. You'll be aiming for that lower end of 720. As I've suggested to you before, think about the audience that you're writing towards. It's 10 years old or younger. It doesn't have to be picture book, but it needs to be towards a younger audience. Instead of choosing a boy or girl to write about, why not have both and have their names picked out? But that is up to you. You're the author of this story. Children's stories are creative, so not all grammar rules apply to you. You can have short or extra long sentences to help you form the plot of the story. Children's stories use simple language and they often repeat themselves. They can also be interactive, so don't be afraid to ask the reader questions and pretend that you've heard the answers. Again, you really need to focus on making sure you get your word count on the page. But another option open to you is being creative with the formatting, changing words into bold or larger font and positioning them in different ways. You're also welcome to draw pictures to go with the time writing piece if that helps your process. I encourage you to think about this entirely as a creative story and use things like dialogue and descriptive writing wherever you can. I'd like you to take note of the example of the screen and recognise the extra spaces that I'm using. I'm hoping that this will simplify the story and slow it down, as if a parent was reading this to a child and was stopping with each space. In the end, every topic that I've supplied for you to write about is asking for you to give advice. So you're telling a story that is character driven, but all throughout you're giving the reader tips on how to overcome the issue. In this case, which is making friends, you're going to outline several different ways in which this can happen. You can also talk about how true friends are different from fair weather friends, and things like that. Remember to finish the story up and give the reader a sense of closure at the end. I don't want you to end the story right in the middle. You have the word count to finish it off. In your block, you will really focus on getting the words on the page, but I want you to leave at least 10 to 15 minutes at the end to go back and check for spelling and grammar mistakes. You also need to give yourself time to read through and make style changes. Things that you think don't sound right, fix them up. Lastly, when you're done, write the word count at the bottom of the page and you're finished.